What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Okay, we're coming back to Epica. Yes, indeed. Epica Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Iriah. I hope I pronounced that name right. E-R-I-A-H. Iriah. Sure, we'll go with that. And Jan K. They both want to see me react to this song by Epica called Unleashed. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not heard the song before. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Epica, okay? And the video has 182,508 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Epica Unleashed Retrospect Live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Next song for the evening. This is Unleashed.
What? Love that. Love it when keyboards put their keyboard on that spinning pedestal. That's great. I love that. I think that's a lot of fun because you can have a lot of fun with that. And guess what you can do as a keyboard player? You can have some opportunities for movement and motion. So yes, always glad to see that. It's in 6/8, which I love. I love songs in 6/8. It's got a great feel to it. There was one section right before the vocals kicked in where I was trying to count in 6 and it wasn't adding up. It almost felt like it was a bar of 6 and then a bar of 8. And I'm like, nah, that's kind of weird. But then again, maybe I was just wrong and maybe it really is 6. I was just counting wrong. I'm not sure. Hopefully that happens again. Hopefully it comes back to that because I would really like to be sure of that with my counting. Seeing some great showmanship from everybody on stage. Bass player, nice wide stance, looking into the crowd. Guitar player pointing into the crowd. Nice. Good. Solid interaction with the crowd. That's good. See, this is what I'm talking about. People often misconstrue what I'm saying when I'm talking about stage presence. I'm not looking for acrobatics. I'm not looking for people jumping through hoops. I'm not looking for, people doing backflips and stuff. I'm looking for just some simple, charismatic events. Just some simple things like pointing out to the crowd. Is that jumping through a hoop? No, it's not. It's just taking your hand and pointing to the crowd. How hard is that? It's not hard at all. But whenever I talk about bands that have none of that, who don't even try, and yet the fans of that band, when I say those things, will come down on me and go, well, what do you want? You want people running around stage with their pants on fire and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. How about just taking a moment or two just to look out into the crowd instead of looking at your frickin' fingers? How about taking a moment to point out to the crowd when you're not doing anything, when you're sustaining a chord and you're going to hold a chord for a whole measure? How about taking 2 of those beats, just 2 beats, and pointing out to the crowd? Is that hard? If that's too hard for you, you have no business being in show business. I'm sorry. Sue me, but that's how I feel. I don't like when I'm on stage playing a show, after the show, fans coming up to us and going, it wasn't the best show I've ever seen. That's when I get upset. And I'm not upset at the fans. I'm not upset at them. That's their opinion. They didn't think that was the best show they'd ever seen. That's my fault. I take that personally because that means I didn't do my job. Shame on me. I have done this. I will ask those fans, how much did you pay for your tickets? Oh, we paid $20. I'll take $20. I've done it. I will take $20 out of my wallet and say, here you go. Come back tomorrow. I will do a better job. And sure enough, they come back tomorrow and I make sure I do a better job. Because if I ever get accused of mailing in a show, that's on me. That means I failed. That's not because the fans didn't like it. That's because I didn't make them like it. That's my responsibility. When I'm on stage, it is my responsibility to put on the best show I possibly can. And if they didn't like it, that's my fault. Plain and simple. I'm sorry if I get passionate about it. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but it's something I very firmly believe in. And when I hear these people, these fans of these bands going, well, he doesn't have to do that because he's playing his guitar. He's not playing his guitar every single note, every single measure. I'm sorry. He is going to sustain chords on occasion. He can take those occasions to do something as simple as point to the crowd. And if he can't do that, like I said, he really has no business being in show business. This band, on the other hand, from what I'm seeing in this show, they're taking those moments. They're taking those opportunities to point to the crowd. That's awesome. I wish more bands would do that. Anyway, sorry, I'm very passionate about that, and it really upsets me when I hear bands, or worse, I hear their fans making excuses for the bands that refuse to do that stuff. Something as simple as pointing to the crowd. Good Lord. Anyway, let's keep going here before I go on another tirade. Yeah. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time with this. You know, between hearing the music, and the music's great, man. Oh, God. Woo. Oh, God, what is that? 4, 5, 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on now. Wait. We're in 6/8. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So those are the 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8s. Oh my God, it is 30-second notes. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I was sitting here going, it's really fast, and I couldn't tell if it was sextuplets or if it's 30 seconds. I was like, it can't be 30-second notes. It can't be, but it is. 30-second notes. Dear Lord. Whew. Oh my God. Anyway, that was tight. I mean, every time they would do that. Woo. Every time they hit that, it was so tight. Oh, man. Whew. That's impressive. That's impressive enough. On top of it, you got some great riffs going on. Some great chordal structured flowing. I mean, the way the chords are just flowing. Very melodic. Very, I wouldn't go... I know she sings in an operatic style. I don't know if I would go as far as to say the chords form an operatic style, but I mean, it's still got the metal. It's still got the rock edge. And transitioning minor to... But then again, opera did a lot of minor to minor, too. But also the transition to major, maybe it is an operatic style of chordal flow. Tough call. But I'm enjoying it nonetheless. And on top of it, they're putting on a great show. They're putting on a great visual show. Anything of that over the top? I mean, the pyro jets were kind of nice, and you know, the squibs going off around, those were cool, and the sparkle fountains, that was all at the beginning, though. They haven't done any of that since, and I'm still enjoying watching what they're doing on stage. Are they doing anything all that outrageous? No, they're not doing anything all that outrageous. Like I said, I'm not seeing any butterfly kicks or somersaults or any other kind of acrobatics. I mean, they're just doing simple stuff, pointing to the crowd, looking into the crowd. You know, when they're playing the guitar, bringing the guitar up. Hey, why not? Look, it's all part of the show. It's showmanship. And this is what I wish more bands would understand. Anyway, let's keep going here. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to listen to.
Concept and always the first thing to fade. Here's a
not only are they doing the showmanship, but they're playing, from what I can tell and from what I can hear, they're playing the song like exactly how it should be. I'm not hearing any sour notes. I'm not hearing any inconsistencies. I'm not hearing anything that sticks out like a sore thumb. So to all those other people who are saying, well, I would rather have the band play the song perfectly than, have a good stage show. I love these people who say this. I don't go to a concert to see the show. I go to a concert to hear the music. What? What? Look, if you don't care about seeing the stage show, if you don't care about seeing the band live, why did you go to the concert in the first place? Why didn't you save your money, stay home, and listen to the songs in your headphones or in your in-ears or on your stereo or in your car or whatever it is you're going to listen to? Why don't you just do that? The whole reason you go to a concert is to what? See the show. And to all those people who say, well, I go there to hear the music. Well, okay, that's fine. If that's why you go to the show, that's perfectly good. But for those of you that are saying, I would rather hear the song perfectly than, see an amazing stage show. Here's my question to you. If your favorite band is as good as you say they are, why can't you have both? And if you don't believe that you can have both, Exhibit A, right here. The defense rests. I don't need any other argument. This is my perfect argument right here. It's right here. You got some great stage presence, some really nice showmanship, and they are playing this song, from what I can tell, they're playing it perfectly. So, you can have both if your band and the band that you went to see is good enough to do both. Think about that, blank fans. Think about that. Next time you try to come at me and tell me that, the showmanship doesn't matter. Okay. If you say so. This band can do both. Can your band do that? Blank fans? Can your favorite band, blank, do that? Can they do both? Anyway, let's finish this off. Even the drummer's got some good showmanship back there. I love it. Interaction with each other. Look at that. Okay, whoa. Okay, here's that part again, just like at the beginning. Wait. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. Okay, one more time. I think I got it. It's 6, 6, 8. 6, 6, 8. Got it. Locked in. 6, 6, 8. Okay. Back to the straight 6. Okay. That was slick. That was good. Okay, it fooled me. I got it finally, but it took me a few times. To get it, but once I got it, it felt good. Okay. All right. I didn't pause it. It must have just stopped like that. That's weird. Weird place to end unless they were going right into the next song, possibly. Let me gather my thoughts on this, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Epica with Unleashed. This was a request from Iriah. I hope I pronounced the name right. E-R-I-A-H, Iriah. I hope that's right. And Jan K. All right. I thought about it, but I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I didn't have to think very long. The score that I have, it didn't come to me, like, immediately, but it came to me pretty quick. It only took a couple minutes. On a scale of 1 to 10... I am going to give that a 9.3. Yep, 9.3. You heard me. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This song came down, well, this score came down to two factors: songwriting and showmanship. And we're going to talk about each one right now. The songwriting, fantastic. Really well done. I loved this. Okay, first of all, it's in 6/8, which I'm a sucker for. But they played around with it. That little intro and the outro, both intro and outro, had that play where it was 6, 6, 8. Now, I thought about it. Now, I was thinking about the subdivision, and I think I was actually right the first time. I think it's actually 6, 8, 6. And then 6, 8, 6. I think that's what it actually is. Or you can also look at it as 6, 6, 2, 6. You know, you can look at it that way. Or 6, 2, 6, 6. There's a lot of different ways you can break it up, okay? I was originally hearing 6, 6, 8. I originally was hearing that for the sake of the counting, but then I was really thinking about it. I think about the accents. I was like, actually, it might be 6, 8, 6, 6. So, the way I'm hearing it, it's either 6, 8, 6, or it's 6, 6, 2, 6. I'm not sure which one it is between those two, but it's one of those. The 2 happens after the second 6. So it either means it's 6, 8, 6, or it's 6, 6, 2, 6. It's one of those two. I'm not sure which, but regardless, it was really nice because it made me go, huh? It made me go, what? And that was cool. Look, I like it when bands do that. I like it when bands put those little flips in there and those little accidentals in there that kind of make you go, wait a minute, what was that? And it really makes you pay attention. It forces you to really hone in on that and focus on it. So that was really good, man. Great job on their part. The way that the melodic lines were structured in this and the chordal structure of the song was designed felt really good. It felt really good. Very operatic in style as far as chordal transitions. A lot of minor to minor to minor, resolving to major eventually down the road. But boy, they made you wait for that major resolution. Very typical of operatic style. So combining metal with opera, always a good thing. I believe wholeheartedly, and I have believed this since about the age of 12 when I really started getting into metal. I have believed wholeheartedly that metal and opera have always been able to go hand in hand. Same thing with classical and metal. I've always believed there's been that connection. It wasn't until I got into high school and college that I really saw the connection and instructors were literally shoving it down my throat. There's a connection. And I went, oh, there it is. You know, but I always kind of believed it. And it was, like I said, it wasn't until I got into high school and into college that I was like, oh, there it is. That, you know, I had college professors literally putting it up on the board, comparisons, note for note comparisons between classical pieces and metal pieces. And I'm like, oh, God, all my thoughts and suspicions have been validated. This is a wonderful day. You know, so I've always believed it, and I'm glad to hear that bands still, to this day, are pulling that off. So, good on them for their songwriting. Really nice songwriting and arranging. As far as the performance goes, the showmanship goes. Here we go. This is where things really get interesting. The showmanship I'm going to get to in a little bit. Let's talk about the musicianship first. The musicianship from everybody on stage was spot on point. I mean, I didn't hear a single thing that sounded bad. Not one thing. Everything sounded good. Everything sounded tight. Everything sounded in key, in tune, within the chordal structure. Nothing sounded sour. Nothing sounded out of place. So I can only assume that they played the song correctly, okay? I can only assume that. I've never heard the song before, so I'm guessing that they did a good job, okay? Having said that, on top of it, everybody's showmanship was on point. Nobody, and I mean nobody, on that stage wasn't doing something at any given time. Meaning that at any given point during that entire song, at least one member of the band was doing something showmanship-wise on stage, whether it be the keyboard player spinning around with his keyboard, clapping his hands, pumping his fist in the air. I said this before. I forgot which band it was. I think it was Nightwish. No, it wasn't Nightwish. Shoot, I forgot the other band that I did that it was Camelot. I just filmed that today. It was a song from Camelot, and I made this point, and I'm going to make it here too. There is never a point, there's never anywhere in the song where how should I phrase this? The piano player does not have his both hands on the keys at every single note of the song, okay? It's just not going to happen. There are going to be those points and those times where he's playing with one hand for a little while. So my question is to the keyboard players is, when that's happening, what are you doing with your other hand? Seriously, what are you doing with your other hand? Are you picking your nose? You scratching your butt? What are you doing? You're not doing anything with it, right? Why don't you put it to good use? Why don't you do, maybe point to the crowd? Why don't you maybe pump your fist in the air in time to the music? Put on a show. You have the opportunity. It's literally right here in front of you. So why wouldn't you take advantage of it? I don't know, but this guy did. This guy absolutely did. And he was a lot of fun to watch. He really was. I don't say that about too many keyboard players. I say that about Tomas from Nightwish. I say that about this keyboard player, Epica's keyboard player. I say that about him. And a couple other keyboard players I've said that about, but not many. There's not many because so many keyboards are afraid of, oh, I can't take my hands off the keyboard. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. Says who? Says who? Traditionalists? Oh, you have to keep your hands on the keyboard at all time. You have your wrist bent, your elbows up, and posture back, and your back straight, and your head up, and chin up, and blah, blah, blah. Man, y'all need to get off those purists, man. You really do. There are no rules, man. There are no rules. So I love it when people break from tradition and they put on a show like that, not listen to all those naysayers. Oh, God. Oh, he took his hands off the keyboard. Oh.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Give me a break. Anyway, I loved seeing that. Guitar players, both guitar players and the bass player, all three up at the front, interacting with the crowd. I saw so much pointing. I saw so many times where, they were bringing their guitars up. I saw so many times where they were interacting with each other. I saw so many times where at least one of the guys, one of the guitar players or the bass player was clapping with the crowd to get the crowd clapping. That's putting on a show. Look, when I talk about showmanship, I am not talking about running through, running up and down stairs. I'm not talking about, butterfly kicks over somersaults. I'm not talking about jumping through flaming hoops. I'm not talking about getting I heard several people going, I don't need to see my guys in the band get shot out of a cannon. I'm not talking about getting shot out of a cannon. I'm talking about doing simple things like that. Pointing to the crowd, clapping with the crowd, leering into the crowd, just facial contact, looking into the crowd, making eye contact with that one person in the crowd who you just might make a connection with. And then you've changed their life. They will remember that moment for the rest of their lives when they made eye contact with their hero and their hero looked right at them and went, gave him a wink or gave him a smile or something. They will remember that the rest of their life. You just changed that person's life. Think about that. Okay? So I loved seeing that. And the lead singer was doing a fine job up there of being a leader. Great job on her part. Not so much from the physical, like I didn't see her doing a whole lot of pointing or anything like that, but she was still looking into the crowd and motioning with her hands and stuff like that. You know, it's all showmanship. It's all showmanship. So good on her. Good on her. The orchestra and the choir, outstanding job on their parts. They sounded fantastic. I want to make sure I give them the recognition they deserve because, look, if you're going to be on stage performing with this band, you better do your job. You don't want to be the reason that they don't sound good. So, kudos to the orchestra, kudos to the choir. No, I was really entertained by this. I really was. I had a great time watching this. I had a fun time watching this. And not only did I have a great time watching it, it sounded fantastic too. So to all of those other fans of blank, I'm not going to say which band it is. It could be any of those bands that I've talked about in the past. But any of those fans of blank who has had the gall to sit there and go, well, I don't need to see my bands do this. I don't need to see my band do that. I don't need to see my band get fired out of a cannon, and I don't need to see my band put on a show. I go there to hear the music. Okay, that's fine. That's all you go there for. I hope you get your money's worth. Me personally, if I'm going to be paying, X number of dollars, whether it be $20 or $200 is irrelevant, I want to get my money's worth. I don't know about you, but I like to get my money's worth. And I know for me personally, I would like to see a show and really get my money's worth. And if I can get both from a top-notch band like this, then I'm going to really appreciate it. Here's the better question. Is it because your favorite band doesn't want to? Or is it because your favorite band's not able to? I think that's the question you should be asking yourself, blank fans. Is your favorite band able to perform at a level like this while still playing the songs perfectly? If they can, why don't they? Think about that. Anyway, I feel good with that 9.3. That is where we're going to stay. So, 9.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys like to join the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys would like the video, go ahead and click on that thumbs up. If you guys would like to ring the bell, then go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys would like to do these things, then please feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.